Hello and welcome to 8 out of 10 Counts, a show about opinion polls, surveys, statistics, and this week, I'm guessing, me. But before we get to that, 15% of prisoners are on drugs. How do they get hold of so many drugs in prison? I guess they're smuggled in by some arsehole. Yeah, bum jokes still work, good news. The average Brit spends 121 hours sitting on the toilet every year, which is about 20 minutes a day if you can work it out, or 40 minutes a day if you can't work it out. And Mexico City is the worst place in the world to be a commuter, especially for me. I work in Shepherd's Bush. Right, well, I can't put it off any longer. Let's get started. What are you talking about? That's the name of our first round. It's our panellists' job to guess the British public's top 5 most popular talking points. Sean, Sarah, Georgie, anything you've been chatting, anything caught your eye in the papers?
Well, Jimmy,
this week.
we all like to put a bit of money away for a rainy day. But I think you're more prepared than Noah. I think you've grabbed a few headlines this week. In fact, when I heard that you were on the front page of the paper, to be honest, I was expecting a lot worse. I was expecting to see, like, one of those white police tents in the background. And a copper holding your laptop in a see-through carrier bag. So I was quite relieved when I found out what it was really for.
On the plus side, at least you've been in a top 5 list of something.
Blimey.
Georgie Thompson?
I mean, that's got to be, you know, a positive spin on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a positive spin. But thank you.
We can all now see why you work so hard. You get to keep all the money. But you've apologised, haven't you? You've apologised today.
I have apologised, Sean, and in my defence... No, I got nothing.
I just want to ask you this question, because in your apology it said, my accountant said to me, do you want to pay less tax? And it's totally legal. Can you answer, when you were having that conversation, were you on a telephone and was there thick plastic glass between the two of you? Did he have like a sort of boiler suit type uniform? And a very sort of brutal haircut? Because the best accountants, that's where they are, in jail.
It was... Your money was in Jersey. Did you just go, like, on a holiday once and think, this is lovely? Probably just going to leave some stuff here. You know, like at my boyfriend's, I've got a hairbrush. You know, that sort of thing.
Yeah. No, I don't think that's the case, is it? No.
I can neither confirm nor deny.
You know what, though? You know what? OK, now, this is me getting political. Shit. Now, well, sort of. There's no S in it. I mean, what Tony... No, it's not Tony Blair now. It's our Prime Minister.
You know what? You are near enough.
No, it's Nick Clegg, and what's his name? What's his name? He's so nondescript. Wanker. Let's call him Wanker. OK, there you go. Now, for him to say it's immoral, I mean, I think that's a bit wrong from him, isn't it, really? I mean, you know, talking about moral...
I know. What have I ever said about David Cameron?
Exactly. And the fact is...
Literally hundreds of things every week. Absolutely fair enough.
If they hadn't made that law, you know, they made it for them originally, you see, so it's all right for them. It's just not all right for the common man. Do you know what I mean?
I don't think anyone is thinking of me as the common man.
And also, and then they're saying about, you know, you're going to take Gary's OB or MBE away, you know what I mean? I mean, at least he gives us pleasure with his song, You Make Us Laugh. What do they do when they rape us for our fucking tax? Nothing, they make us cry. Do you know what I mean?
Louis, I mean, Jimmy is funny, but 1%, fuck me.
Yeah.
Did you beat him down a bit, Jim? Did you go, look, can't we call it 0.5?
Any political rant is weakened by not knowing the name of the Prime Minister.
Yeah, but
I think Louis' political opinions are best expressed through the medium of dance.
Oh, yeah, so...
Oh, here we go.
I didn't think I could feel any worse. But there it is.
I thought this week of all weeks we might get to the second round before you did a dance. I didn't think... What a pleasure it is to be sat next to the only man in Britain more flexible than your accountant, Jimmy.
Best way to reduce stress.
Best way to reduce stress, pay your taxes.
I must just say this in case the tax man is watching. Hello, I'm Jimmy. I don't think we've met.
Jim, what you've done is you've single-handedly brought this out into the open, and by next week you're going to be wearing a cape, you're going to be going over the rest of the... It's Jimmy, the revealer!
Are you suggesting that I'm going to become some sort of government tax czar off the back of this?
Genuinely, I wouldn't worry about not working for the government. It didn't do Philip Green any harm. So I reckon you'll probably be Prime Minister in a couple of years.
There's that new TV show you can do, Through the Loophole. How can you afford to live in a house like this? Your bad spec. I've got 3 words for you. Bush Tucker trial. This autumn.
Shall we see if my taxes are up there? Let's have a look.
Number 2.
Number 2, yeah. 2? Polly, yeah.
This is probably a good point to say hello to the millions of extra viewers who will be watching this evening. So. Good evening, Your Majesty. You just can't get the jesters anymore, can you? Oh. I never knew what OBE stood for. It turns out it's Offshore Banking Expert.
Well, wasn't the worst thing? You were saying, weren't you, they put a fat picture of you in the paper.
That was unfair.
That's fucking sacrilege. Look at him. The epitome of health, thin, gorgeous, a well-tailored suit, and they put a fat picture of him in the paper.
I'll be honest, that wasn't the worst thing about my week.
In the East End, you are a godlike figure now, though. You're known as the slippery one. You've overtaken the Cray twins in respect.
I quite like the new you, because I've never seen you vulnerable before.
It's humble, isn't it?
It's kind of sexy, to be honest.
What, you and Louis?
I love a broken man. I like a man who looks like he's on the verge of tears at any point.
He does look like he needs a bit of a cuddle, doesn't he? He does.
No.
There should be absolutely no sympathy at all. I mean, I really appreciate it, but there should be no sympathy for me at all. It's my own stupid fault. That's what it is.
I think actually what it is, you've got an illness. I think you're actually...
That's not in the papers till Sunday.
No. I think you're suffering from a problem that's affected a lot of people. It's called tax intolerance. I think you've got that quite badly. You might even be HMRC positive.
See, I honestly thought if I was going to get into trouble for anything this year, it would be a joke about the Paralympics.
Right. Well, you can still do that. Why not do the double?
Pretty much do anything now.
What I don't understand is there's been some defence of you, I'll say that. Ridiculous defence. The term legal loophole, I don't... That's like saying if someone bends over in front of you in the street, you are presented with a legal loophole. It's not really your
Don't say
fault.
that sitting next to Louis.
I wouldn't call it a legal loophole.
Call it an administrative nightmare in your case, but...
thing is to remember is it's not illegal. What Jimmy did is not illegal. But then again, neither's farting in a lift, is it? But... I'll wait till I get to reception. You know, you think about other people. That's probably where you might have let yourselves and others down.
But, Jim, the one serious question I want to ask you is, did you not think there was a possibility you would get tumbled, as they say? You know, because that's what I would have thought, and I didn't go to Cambridge. This might come out, you know.
Yeah, I mean...
Did you not think that, or did you just think, fuck 'em, I'll ride it out?
Not at all. I didn't... I mean, I think not to be glib about it, but I don't think I really thought at all.
You didn't think it might come out?
No, I didn't. Yeah, I didn't think about it at all. Just thought it's a, you know, I don't know, but I just didn't really think. That's you know, that's no, that's a really stupid thing. It's really. I made a very, very poor judgment call on what to do.
Have you got that 15 quid you owed me then?
I could tell you about the work I do for charity, but I don't think lying's going to make this any better, is it?
We were here a week ago, weren't we, having a good old laugh? And now you've lost the moral high ground to News International and David Cameron. They can only make jokes about Hitler, Harold Shipman and Chico from the X Factor. That's it. I don't understand. Tell me it's all a lie.
Well, John, I hate to sound like I'm passing the buck, but I tell you who I blame for this whole mess. Me. It's entirely my fault. It's actually quite a complicated arrangement, but I think from a legal standpoint now, I'm actually a member of Take That.
Should have got my accountant. I got a brilliant accountant. Best accountant in the world. I got Stephen Hawking. He's put my money in another dimension.
Why didn't they make Gary Barlow the poster boy and not you?
Well, I think... lots of people said in the papers this week, yeah, why is there one rule for pop stars and one rule for comedians? But may I be the first to say, absolutely fair enough. It's Gary Barlow. He used to be in Take That. Leave him alone.
Well, as they're called now, Keep That.
But you know, you've been a bad lad and you've apologised.
Yeah.
So that stands for something, doesn't it?
But men learn very quickly that sorry is not enough. You learn that very early. You know, you go home and you go, I'm really sorry. I should have come home this year.
Well,
and the wife don't go, well, as long as you're sorry.
When will you learn that flowers solve everything?
You think I should buy David Cameron flowers?
Send him the biggest bouquet he's ever received.
David Cameron got involved because he's in charge of the economy and he gets shit in the papers every day for having to fire nurses and doctors, and one of the reasons he has to do that is because there isn't enough money in the pot, and one of the reasons there isn't enough money in the pot is because not everybody pays their tax.
All right, one more thing to get fingers on buzzers. Sure.
Is it that Julian Assange is hiding in the Ecuadorian embassy now? He's hiding in there because they've turned down his appeals against being extradited to Sweden. He's worried about going on trial in Sweden on rape charges. He's worried about it because he's got a habit of telling the truth and it won't turn out very well for him.
Well, how do you sort of approach an embassy and seek asylum within it? How does that work?
I've literally no idea. I imagine I'll find out later in the week.
New Jersey don't have an embassy. I reckon you're best off in Switzerland, because then you can do looky-likey work for Roger Federer.
Gary Barlow's been given an OBE in the same week he's been accused of avoiding millions in tax. I tell you what, I wouldn't want to be in his shoes right about now. Least romantic thing to do on your honeymoon? John.
Keep the receipts.
Yeah,
solid advice. I should write that down.
Phone out your account, say she wants to swim with dolphins. Can I claim it?
What else have the nation been talking about, John?
I think we should move on now, shouldn't we, and discuss something else?
No, I don't think so. I think this is the one opportunity, because, you know, let's put some stuff on the table about Jimmy. He gave me a lift all the way home from Birmingham once, didn't you?
Yes, I did, yeah.
Yeah, and dropped me off at Reading. And he refused to take any petrol money from me.
So if anyone was on the fence on me, I think, clearly...
Yeah. I just thought, you know, it's not all bad, Jim, you know.
Yeah,
and I
but
remember
mainly.
you bought a pasty as well, if I remember right. And you only gave me 1% of it, but that's not...
Seriously, what else have we been talking about?
There was a doctor's strike yesterday.
Tell me more.
Doctors are on strike, and they have said they're not happy, and it's all about the pensions, because, you know, their pensions are quite, you know, substantial, and we can't afford their pensions, because not everyone pays the tax. Just put that away. And I don't think it'll affect a lot of people, you know. Nothing, all the emergencies are going to be done. You know, if you're really ill, just go to a golf course, collapse in front of a doctor, he's got to help you.
Last week we talked about the Euros. We were talking about panini stickers. You revealed that you are a panini sticker...
Sticker collector.
A stickerman. How are you doing on your collection?
Do you know, I bought 8 packs yesterday and I didn't get a single shiny.
I think... Well, a little bit of good news. I've got you a little present. I've got you a little present here. I think you'll enjoy that.
It's me as a sticker.
Ah, look at that.
Oh, John Sticker.
And if you do one of those for all the tax inspectors in Britain...
Okay, best way to reduce stress. John?
I don't think there's enough stress. I think too many people are relaxed about, oh, you know, it'll be all right. Stress gets stuff done, doesn't it? Stress says, oh, shit, tax return.